XRP, are all the banks flooding in right now? Are all these influencers right? Let's take a moment and pause. Take a deep breath. We're going to take a look at the facts, figures, numbers, logic. The switch was flipped a long time ago. So today we're going to look at facts, figures, numbers, logic. We're going to do the best we can to speculate on where we think the markets are going. My name is Coach JV. What I work to do is make the complex simple. From my family's heart to yours, I truly, truly love you. In the description down below, you can join our Warrior Academy. We've helped over 6,900 warriors worldwide get their shit together since 2020. If you're interested in Index Universal Life, the way that we secure, compound, and grow and use our insurance to borrow against to buy more assets, and you want to meet with my licensed team, the description down below. It's more important than ever that you get out of the get rich quick mentality. It does not exist. You can get wealthy for sure by having a solid game plan. I have a big announcement to make as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We do videos every single day, so make sure you hit that notification button. All right, so let's dive into it. So the huge announcement I have, the long-awaited Revive 2023. So if you've not been to one of our conferences where we bring our whole crypto team and we teach you our 5 pillars of wealth, well, that's not what this is. This is completely opposite. So the way that I run my life is very balanced. Once a year, well, actually for me, twice a year, I completely detach from this quantum system and I reground myself. This is a deep retreat to reconnect with who you truly are and spark the change at an elemental level. So you can join us now, September 21st through the 24th. There's only 30 spots available. The spots are going very, very fast. It's at a private community or private, I'll show you the place. I don't know how to say it. Private location. Sorry. Day 1, welcome is fire. We're going to be releasing. Day 2 is rediscovery earth, ice baths, reconnecting. And then we're going to reconnect on day 3. And day 4 is implementation and revitalization. Again, this is not a financial retreat. This is reconnecting with who you truly are. Here's the location here. The private location. Beautiful, beautiful location. So in the description down below, you can reserve your spot. Make sure you activate very quickly. The spots are going very fast. All right. So Ripple says US banks will want to use XRP cryptocurrency after partial victory in the SEC fight. Ripple is confident the US banks will start wanting to use XRP for cross-border transactions after judge gave the firm a partial victory in the fight against the SEC. General Counsel Stu Altry said to CNBC. The judge ruled that XRP cryptocurrency Ripple is closely associated with was not in itself necessarily a security, in a development with major implications for the digital asset industry. It wasn't total victory for Ripple, however. The judge also ruled that the sales of XRP by Ripple to institutional buyers do count as unregistered securities. So the ones that we own are not securities. It's a cryptocurrency, which is very, very powerful. Now, the beautiful thing about this, let's pause for just a moment before we go into this next video, is now it's getting tons and tons of media. People are going to start hearing XRP. Remember, what you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, not financial advice, is everybody's going to come rushing in when this thing goes parabolic next year. So the next 12 months before the Bitcoin halving, less than 12 months, is the most critical time to accumulate. Think about this for just a moment. You spend $4 a day on Starbucks. You spend $2.50 on an energy drink every single day. Take that $4, make your own coffee, and put it into a speculative asset. You know, the thing though, is it was speculative. Everybody said it was a shit coin until all of a sudden it's the only coin with regulation. If I was a betting man, I would definitely bet on this horse. I would bet on the horse that has only one that has true regulatory clarity. Everybody's like, Bitcoin has regulatory. No, it doesn't. It's a rumored regulatory clarity. They deemed it a commodity. It's a store of value, right? Bitcoin is here to stay. Ethereum is here to stay. And now we know for sure XRP is not only here to stay, but is going to be implemented by many banks around the world and already is implemented their technology by many banks around the world. So we're going to listen to some of the things
ruling last week.
We're going to listen to some of the things happening within the media here, and then I'm going to dive into the facts, figures, numbers, logic.
Annalisa Torres found Ripple Labs had not violated SEC rules by selling its XRP token on public exchanges. The decision throws a lot.
What I want you guys to pay attention to right here is look at the timeline. What happened from December 20th to 2023? We had the bull run December 20th, 2021. MicroStrategies was accumulating Bitcoin. They dumped, they accumulated more Bitcoin, right? Buying and selling. They told you cryptocurrency is an absolute fraud. And then 2021 to 2022, everything came collapsing down. 2022 to 2023. During 2022, we had Celsius collapse, FTX collapse. We had a stablecoin collapse, showing that cryptocurrency is horrible. Stayed out of it. And now we're going into 2023. Regulation and joining. First, they resist it. Then they sue it. Then they regulate it. Then they join it.
A lot of U.S. crypto token regulation into disarray as investors try to understand how future cases might be settled. Now, Ripple Labs CEO came out saying that the SEC has, quote, sowed confusion in the market and really been a bully going after weak players who couldn't mount proper defenses. We're joined now by Devin Ryan, Director of Financial Technology Research at JMP Securities, a Citizens company. So let me just ask you, at first blush, this seems like a huge win for Ripple customers, at least people who own the tokens. I dive into the ruling and it looks like the sales on the secondary market are a little bit cloudy. They're just maybe highlight for some of the people in the audience here what the various facets of this ruling mean.
Hey, good morning, Jared. I think the biggest thing that we took away from the ruling is really around XRP, the token. And our understanding from reading the summary judgment was that the token itself is not the security, which I think has very important read-throughs to the rest of the industry. But then the other piece of it is that depending on how the token is sold, that will deem whether it's a security or not. So on one hand, the institutional sales to institutions were deemed as securities transactions, and that piece of the case is going to go to trial. And then the retail transactions and the trading on exchanges, my interpretation is that that is not deemed as securities transactions. So if you think about the implication for firms like Coinbase or others in the industry that run exchanges, I think this is a very good outcome, but this is just one piece of the puzzle. This doesn't, end other regulatory actions that are, happening concurrent to the Ripple case. And so we'll have to continue to follow from here, but definitely.
Okay, so that's what I want you guys to hear, guys. This is just the beginning. You're going to see so much FUD in the market. I still believe that the capital markets are going to come collapsing down on the back end of this year. People's 401ks are going to come collapsing down. We're coming out of the Shemitah last year, and a year after the Shemitah, you see a big market pullback, guys. It's biblical. This stuff is going to happen. It's going to pull back. I told you guys Q3, Q4, when everybody pushed back on me, job markets were going to start to struggle. They're telling you the economy's great. It's called a ripple effect, no pun intended. When you raise interest rates, for the next couple of quarters, everything is fine. But when those interest rate ripple kicks in, all of a sudden, all that pressure comes onto the markets now. Companies are not able to service their debt now. Debt is way more expensive. You can't borrow your way out of problems. Venture capitalists are slowing down. People aren't pumping money into companies. People are pulling out of their investments, and then they start to let people go. And remember, banks make money in three ways: interest income, fee income, and capital markets income. If the capital markets come collapsing down, banks aren't making money. If you can't service your debt, banks aren't making money. If you don't have a bank account, you don't have no money, they can't make their money. So as that is happening, there's a massive transition to move money 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, this was on February 15th, not by chance that all this stuff is coming out in 2023. And then we're going to take a journey back a little bit further to show you that this was all planned out. Crypto assets and new standard for banks. This is the European Central Bank. Says crypto assets are subject to significant risk and boom and bust cycles. As the current crypto winter shows, they're not widely used in mainstream banking operations, yet the expansion of crypto industry can also lead to crypto asset risk spilling over into the banking sector. Most banks under ECB supervision have so far largely stayed away from crypto assets, while some have explored opportunities to use distributed ledger technology to increase efficiency, reduce costs, and offer services to clients. DLT has been used successfully for tokenization security issuance. Such as European Investment Bank issuance of digital bonds, while other initiatives are also under development. So key, now they're going to start separating the word cryptocurrency and DLT, which Jamie Dimon told you Bitcoin and that's shit, but distributed ledger technology and blockchain is here to stay. We've been showing you the verbiage, guys. And what is XRP? What is Ripple? Distributed ledger technology. Yes, the banks are going to start to implement this. Yes, we are going to have institutional adoption. This was on May 16th, 2023. Okay, we got the European Union here, or European Central Bank, sorry. And then we had 2 months later, the European Council of European Union, Digital Finance Council, adopts new rules on markets and crypto assets called MiCA. Study MiCA. This will help give you a lot of depth, a lot of calmness in the markets, guys. Your assets are going to be very, very valuable coming up. I'm very pleased today that we are delivering on our promises to start regulating crypto asset sector. Recent events have confirmed the urgent need for imposing rules which will better protect Europeans who have invested in these assets and prevent the misuse of cryptocurrency for the purpose of money laundering and financing terrorism. That's Elizabeth Svantesson, Minister of the Finance of Sweden. Okay, let's take a journey back, guys, to July 10th, 2017. We can't forget that the Bank of England had Ripple as a proof of concept. Okay, so if we take a dive here to the actual proof of concept, it says reflections on next step. Guys, this has been planned out for a very, very, very long time. This was in 2017 when Jamie Dimon told you if you traded or bought cryptocurrency, or excuse me, Bitcoin, you'd be fired. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink told you that it's used for illegal money laundering. And now, you got JPM Coin, Onyx, its own actual cryptocurrency or blockchain system. BlackRock is connected to Coinbase through Aladdin. BlackRock increases position in MicroStrategy, the #1 Bitcoin holder. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if this is planned out. It just seems like a lot of coincidences are happening. So this is reflections on next steps. Cross-border payments, when applied to wholesale markets, present different challenges than when compared with retail or corporate transactions, which the Ripple product is designed to handle. The availability of liquidity in one such challenge and the POC allowed the bank, proof of concept, allowed the bank and Ripple to begin exploring questions. Interesting. This is the Bank of England. We got the European Council here bringing out regulation now. It's no longer that cryptocurrency is a fraud. It's no longer that your financial advisor can say anymore that, hey, this crypto thing is just a flash in the pan. So go to your financial advisor and ask them, then why is the Bank of England, why is the European Union all coming out with a regulation right now? Look at this right here. This is January 7th, 2020, Digital Regulatory Reporting Pilot 1 phase. Guys, I showed you the BIS. They phased this stuff in. The Ripple case was all by design to start getting regulatory clarity as the G20. And I'll be bringing that up to you guys very, very soon. We'll be reconnecting about that, is to understand that the G20, guys, is meeting in August. There's going to be a big, there's going to be a big shift in August. There's going to be a big shift in August. It's nothing to worry about. Everything's going to start to transition. We're heading into the last part of the cycle of the changing world order. You're going to start to see people within our own community start to fight against each other. Your job right now is to stay calm. There is no invisible enemy. There's nobody stopping you from being great. As Jesus said, in the end, you will find out it was a beginning. In the beginning is the end. The most important thing for you is to get disciplined, to get consistent, to take control of your health, to take control of your wealth, create a budget. That's the first week of our academy. You create a budget, cut out frivolous spending. Maybe take that extra money that you're going to waste anyways and put it into a non-speculative asset. Now, it's not speculative anymore. XRP has security. XRP has clarity now. So all those naysayers, it has clarity now. It is a very solid investment. For me, I believe in that investment. I've always believed in it, but now I have clarity. So now, hell yeah. And that's why I accumulated it. I held on like a tick on a dog. I understood at a very deep level. I didn't let influencers FUD me in and out of it. I didn't let the comments shake my belief system. I'm like an oak tree. My roots are deep. It's because I know thyself. I work harder on myself than I do anything else. And that's what you should be doing right now. You shouldn't follow me or try to do the things that I'm doing. You should figure out how to protect your family, make your decisions. There's no reason to go protest or go against anybody. What's that going to do? It's not going to change who you look at in the mirror. You can leave America and go to Puerto Rico and pay less taxes. Guess who you're looking at in the mirror every single time? You. It's time to draw a line in the sand. And once you draw a line in the sand, there ain't no going back. Once you draw the line in the sand, you got to be more committed to the pain of change and staying the same. Once you're more committed to the pain of change and staying the same, then you need to rewire the brain, because rich parents have rich kids, poor parents have poor kids. If you get $3 million in this crypto bull run, you're going to be broke if you don't rewire the foundation. Once you rewire the foundation, you got to change the situation from the inside out. You got to start to diversify. You got to create a game plan. You need to figure out your retirement number and back into it so that you're not downsizing for retirement. So you're not working at Walmart to pay for your medication. The people heading into retirement are in a very dangerous position. Americans are broke. The country is broke. So if you're relying on a savior coming to save you, or a new president coming to switch the game for you and to make you wealthy and to make your family healthy, you're going to be waiting for a very, very long time. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody. But you can save you today. Every decision you make right now, from the minute you get off this, is a radical decision that will transform tomorrow. Every decision you make. Because in the beginning is the end. Men, cut out pornography. Women, if you're watching pornography, cut it out. Men, if you want to take it to another level, stop masturbating. Straight up. Focus on lust for your wife, your spouse, your partner. Raise your consciousness higher. Start a fasting protocol. Consult your doctor. Or maybe not. Consult your doctor. Maybe not. Just kidding. I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice. Get your shit together. Cut out frivolous spending. Focus for the next year. Couples, band together. You got 2 cars, sell 1 car. Start investing. Understand universal life or index universal life. Understand infinity banking. I'm not saying you have to do it, but understand to start to think outside the box. When you put your money into a bank, guys, what do? They fix it up. They put it into insurance. They put it in the capital markets, and they lend it to the next person walking in. That's your money. We just do the same thing with our money. We use the banks. I still use banks. I use it to pay bills and to pay taxes and to pay my team members, my amazing team members. But anytime I have excess capital, I'm not letting the bank sit on that. I'm taking that money and putting it into index universal life. We're going to put into more silver, more crypto. I'm making my money fluid. It's currency. I don't bank it up and dam it up like the banks do. And I'm not against the banks. I'm very grateful for the banks that I'm able to move my money around. It's in their account disclosures. They're not doing anything wrong to you. You accepted that. But you're so busy trading time for money, you don't have time to pay attention. Everything's hidden in plain sight. You can read all this stuff. Our parents accepted this reality. Our grandparents accepted this reality. But maybe you're the one who decides to step outside the box. But when you do, first they'll judge you. And when you stay long enough, they'll start to respect you. And if they truly see that you're living your truth, they'll start to follow you, or they'll completely abandon you. Love you guys. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Love you.